Hey, RC tubies. Hey, I picked up a hot racing two-piece modular motor heatsink for my Slash VXL. Times are tough out there. It's pretty hard to find stuff, but this one was available. And Hot Racing makes pretty good products. It's two-piece, very adjustable, and I'm going to be putting this on a Slash two-wheel drive VXL on the 3S motor. But I needed something. If you look at it, it's pretty well constructed. A little hard to put together. You have to hold things together really well before you start setting screws. I think this design is what they show on their website, and I think it's this way because it was actually made at one time for brushless or brushed motors, because this allows the fan to hang out over the brush section to keep the commutator and the brushes and the springs and all that stuff cool. So that's my guess. But since times are tough out there and there's not a lot of product available currently, it's hard to find stuff. This was available at the local hobby shop, and Hot Racing's a good name, and it was inexpensive too. It was only like 15 bucks at the most. And hopefully it'll give me a little cool the motor down a little bit, give it a little longer life. Give me a second and we'll throw it on there and show you what it looks like on the vehicle. Okay, this is a Slash two-wheel drive VXL with a the Villeron, I don't know how to say that, but the Villeron motor. One of the bad things is with this particular one is the transmission. It's got the overwrap over top of the motor, so that limits what you can put on there and what you can't. So that's one of the bad things. We just want to keep it cool. Okay, this is the heatsink attached to the motor. You see it does clear the plastic, and there's a little bit of room for finagling. Not much though, it's pretty much stuck where it is because of the transmission down here. It hits down there, so this is all the room you've got. And as you can see, with the fan overhangs, where a brushed motor would usually be, there's nothing in here in a brushless system. There's just nothing there. Electricity flows directly into the wires, so there is no brush. But I could see where that would keep the brushed motor, keep the commutator and all the brushes and the springs cool. That'd be cool. The only problem is we have this here, and that kind of limits. And plus we've got, I don't know if we can see it down here, if I can get close. I don't know if you can see that or not. You see it bumps up against the transmission, so there really is no adjustment you can make on this, and there's not enough room. You know, I thought about mounting the fan over top of these two, but there's just not enough room. But I'm going to go with it for now until I change the transmission out to a Hot Racing one, and that'll eliminate this this overhang on the motor and give me a lot more cooling options for the motor. But for now, it's going to have to work, and hopefully it'll blow enough air in and hit this and blow it over top of the cooling fins. Anything will help. I'll take whatever I can get. And unfortunately, with this particular motor and transmission setup, that's about the only thing I can stick on there. Some people say that they can move these motor wires out of the way and turn the motor, but I see no use for that because it clips in here real nice. It doesn't interfere with the suspension, even if it bottoms out completely. So there's no suspension interference. And that's basically the only one I could find that currently fits this system. So when stuff becomes available, maybe they'll make one that'll fit in there, but I'm going to be replacing the transmission anyway, which won't have this piece on there anymore. So that'll give me some more cooling options. I can spread this out a little bit, cut this brace off, put the fan right over top of the two heat sinks, and then boom! Now you will, if you're installing on a slash 2-wheel drive, there's not enough room to go all the way to the radio to hook up. So you will have to get a servo extender to plug into. And I'm just going to run mine directly through the shock mount where the other wires go through, and kind of cinch it down with some zip ties. And let me put this in. I'll be right back. All right, all back. Got it zip tied. Got it ran through the shock mount. Runs down along the side here. Got it connected to the radio through the servo extender. I haven't heard anything. I couldn't find any information on whether you could use a Y adapter and connect it into here. I'm not too sure that connector can handle that. This is a cheapo power hobby one. I couldn't find a Hot Racing or any other brand currently. But I did find this. It works. But, okay. So that's it. Hot Racing's modular motor heatsink and fan combo. Pretty nice bit of kit. For now, it'll have to work. And hopefully in future videos, we'll upgrade that transmission and be able to do some different things with the heatsink and actually see if it keeps motor temperatures down. Anything to help longevity would be awesome. But I appreciate you tuning in. I hope this helps somebody out there. All right. Have a great day.